Hello students, welcome to today's class. In our previous class, we took a look at interpersonal relationship. This lesson we are going to be looking at intercommunal relationship. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to define the term intercommunal relationship. You should also be able to look at the importance of intercommunal relationship. You should also be able to mention some of the skills that promote intercommunal relationship in our society, and as well be able to also look at the possible way of resolving conflicts that come up in intercommunal clashes. Intercommunal relationship has to do with the interactions between individuals, groups, or organization. Intercommunal relationship is the type of connection or interaction existing between two community and the other in an area. It is the dealing or the affairs existing or conducted between groups or communities that share social interests. It forms the basis of their behavior towards each other. It involves the sharing of accommodation, goods, services, belief, religion, and geographical boundary or space, political and traditional matters. Let us look at importance of intercommunal relationship. One of the importance is provision of peace and harmony. Intercommunal relationship is a tool or condition for a peaceful and harmonious society. When it is absent, it may lead to acrimony, anarchy, conflict, etc. Number 2 is provision of development. Intercommunal relationship help community to liaise with each other in a bid to accelerate their developmental programs or share resources that are not evenly distributed. No individual community can single-handedly develop itself, but needs the natural, human, and material resources of others that it does not have. 3. Enhance security of lives and properties. Intercommunal relationship that is harmonious allow for the establishment of joint security group to address insecurity in the community, e.g. vigilante group, neighborhood watch, etc., which can provide security in different communities so as to prevent crime like kidnapping, armed robbery, pipeline vandalism, etc. This security outfit can help to complement the effort of law enforcement agents. Without a cordial relationship among communities, the security of lives and property cannot be guaranteed. This is because intercommunal violence can lead or the loss of lives and properties. We now look at number 4, which is promotion of commercial and business activities. Intercommunal relationship encourages the development of joint market ventures and enhances production, movement, and exchange of goods, services, and ideas between communities. When communities cooperate with each other, they can easily purchase the much needed supplies they cannot produce and sell economic goods. They can produce, thus stimulating and boosting business activities in the communities involved. Number 5, promotion of intercultural ties. A cordial intercommunal relationship allows for the interchange of intercultural community marriage, dressing style, hairstyle, etc. among different community members, which could not have been possible if the communities were at loggerheads with each other. Number 6 is unity and cooperation. Intercommunal relationship brings about oneness and togetherness among people of different communities, which make them to work in achieving common goals and aspiration. At this point, let us get to look at what is known as intercommunal conflict. Intercommunal conflict is a disagreement or violent situation between two communities. This disagreement may be as a result of cultural, religious, ethnic, or political differences. We'll now look at skills for resolving intercommunal conflict. One of the skills is dialogue. This is when aggrieved parties come to a round table to talk about the problem. Whenever a disagreement or issue that could generate into conflict arises, all the people concerned must sit together to offer amicable and constructive discussion and suggestion to end the crisis or prevent it from escalating. Number 2 is mediation. This is the process whereby a third party intervenes between two or more warring communities with a view to resolving their differences on issues and prevent violence. Number 3 is compensation. This is the payment of cash or kind to the aggrieved person or communities by individual, groups, or government for whatever kind of loss they may have suffered as a result of their actions or inactions. Number 4 is use of legal process. This is when conflicts are resolved by going to court of law, e.g., the contention over the ownership of the Bakassi Peninsula by Nigeria and Cameroon was resolved by the International Court of Justice. Number 5 is setting up a commission of inquiry. This is when a body or group of people are set up and mandated by the government to investigate and find out the remote and immediate causes of the conflict and come up with recommendations to resolve the conflict. Number 7 is use of force. This occurs when the armed forces are used to enforce or maintain peace and orderliness between the communities that are in conflict. This option is usually taken by the government after all available options have been exhausted and the conflict still persists. Number 8 is education and enlightenment campaign. Peace education can be taught in all community through advertisement on the electronic media, newspaper, billboard, etc. This should highlight the importance of peaceful coexistence and the negative consequences associated with conflict. Peace education can also be taught in school at all levels of education to inculcate into the minds of the younger ones to live together in peace. Other skills for resolving intercommunal conflict include negotiation, compromises, accommodation, avoidance and collaboration, establishment of a joint commission to manage resources if this is the bone of contention in the conflict, relocation of a group from a disputed location, especially if it has to do with the land ownership tussle. Like we have said, intercommunal relationship is simply issues that come up when two communities are sharing boundary, and we have spoke about what could result to such conflict. It could be cultural, it could be religious, it could be ethnic, it could be political differences, like you see the issue between the Israel and the Palestinians, which has been an issue over and over. We also look at the issue between Nigeria and Cameroon that leads to a particular plot of land known as Bakassi Peninsula, where people have been residing, and these two countries begin to lay a claim to it. So it was resolved through the court. We also have some other issues that are also coming up within communities in the country, and so on and so forth. Basically, what we are looking at here is how such conflict can be resolved, so that both communities can live in peace and harmony, and then they can join their hands together to promote peace and also to do things that will further develop the both communities. I hope you enjoyed the class. During the course of the class, we looked at the meaning of intercommunal relationship. We look at the importance. We also look at the skills that promote intercommunal relationship. This is all we are going to take in this class. Now, our next lesson, we'll be able to look at another topic. I'll see you in my next class.